Here we go. Okay, so what we're working on today is 1.8. You'll be able to find missing terms in an arithmetic sequence. You should know what arithmetic means. And it says, what patterns do I recognize in arithmetic sequences that can help find the missing terms? Okay. So here, you all did this already. We already know these are all arithmetic. They just had different adding terms or subtracting terms. So here, so this first one right here, how would you do this problem? How would you explain to do this problem? Let me look at what you guys wrote. Let me anonymize it. So first we have a couple different answers, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Oh, okay. So the answer must be 8 just because there's a lot of people. But just because a lot of people have the answer doesn't mean it's right, right? So, ooh, someone put this. I like this a lot. Someone put 5 plus what gives me 11. So 5 plus 3 gives me 8. And 8 plus 3 gives me 11. This is exactly the kind of thinking that I need to see here. Exactly. So does this make sense to you? Right? Let's see what another person did. So this other person says, I looked for numbers to be in the input, and I found that plus 3 would work as a sequence, and then it would be 5, 8, and 11. Very good. Okay, so this person, oh, I get what this person did. Does everybody see what this person did? They did 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. But this right here, what you would add here and what you would add here aren't the same. So this one doesn't work for me at all. So I really like how this person kind of explained it right here. This person said plus 3 plus 3. I really like this kind of thought right here. So one of the ways that you could do it is that way. Another way you could do it is this way. Man, I need to get all the way from 5 to 11. Now think about what this person did wrong, and it actually helps you understand where this person needs to now move next. Look, don't waste a mistake. So the very first thing I'm going to do is, man, I have to go all the way from 5 to 11. How far is that? How far is that 5 to 11? Yeah, it's 6 away. Very good. So, okay, so it's 6 away. So in case you don't know how they got that, they did 11. They did this basically. If I could have enough room between these two, this is plus 6. You guys all see that? That's plus 6. So if 6 is 2 steps, who's going to tell me what do you think I'm going to talk about next? If 6 is 2 steps, what would I say next? See, this is 1 step, 2 step. If it takes 2 steps to go 6, my next question was, man, I just want to know how much is 1. How much is that 1? So how much is that 1? So someone says 11 minus 5, Miss Johnson, that's 6. Where did this person get their 3 is my question. This 3. Why did this person write this plus what? Where does the 3 come in? Looking at what I have so far, where does that 3 like finally step in? Anybody? Yes, exactly. Someone says, and I'm going to snip it so you guys can all see that I'm not making stuff up. Someone said, hey, Miss Johnson, when you take half of 6, right? When I take half of 6, that's where my 3 came from. So when you take half of 6, but why are you taking half of 6? So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Why am I taking half of it? Because I got 2 things, right? So imagine if I did this twice, and this is what this person is saying. 5 plus something plus that same something gives me my 11. Does everybody got that? So instead of looking at this as one gigantic step, I'm going to split it into two. So instead of, and then now I'm thinking about that person. Where's that person's work? Right here. So the whole thing, if I could like right on top of this person's, the whole thing, like Miss Johnson would have started this way, +6, right? So if the whole thing takes me 6, oh. So that means each step would give me 3. Does that make sense? So then this would give me, these little guys would give me 3. So this would be +3. This would be +3. So this would be my 8. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to find that common difference. Exactly. So where is my common difference? If you look at this whole page, where's my common difference? Exactly. Very good. Yeah, my common difference is that. Very strong word. Very strong word. My common difference is that 3. Right? This is my common difference. Also known as my slope, all those other things. And that's why this person did +3 +3. Does that make sense? Okay. If you didn't get this second one, can you like take a second, because I see that only a couple of people answered this one. Can you take a second and figure this out? So go ahead and pause the video and figure this out to make sure. Okay. Okay, so with number 2, you're still going to do the same thing. Now you can start guessing numbers if you want. And so the biggest thing that I noticed from 18 to -10 is it goes down. So I'm not going to be adding. In order for me to get to -10, I'm going to have to subtract, right? So maybe you're a good guesser and you're like, Ms. Johnson, I'm a good guesser. Okay, so maybe I should try -2. And then so you go, okay, -2, -2, and so on. So if I subtract 2, that'll be 16, 14, 12. Oh no, I'm not at -10. So then you're like, what would you guess? Bigger or smaller? Based on this information right here. Yeah, I need to subtract or go with a smaller number, which is a bigger negative. That's confusing to say. I'm sorry. So I'm going to try subtracting a bigger negative number or a smaller number. So I'll try 6. I don't know. So I go 12 and I go 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Aha, I didn't get to -10. So you would play with this until you got there, okay? I'm specifically choosing numbers that don't make sense. I mean, that don't get me to the right answer. So the more efficient way, if you want to try it this way, the reason why I say it's efficient is it'll work here, it'll work here, it'll work if the number's a fraction, it'll work if the number's a decimal. So I'm going to look at that big difference from the beginning to the end. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go here. Good. So how far is 18 from -10? Oh, perfect. Thank you for letting me know. How far is 18 from -10? Yeah, it's 28. And you could say -28, you could say +28. It doesn't matter how you do it. So I subtracted 18 minus -10, so I got a +28. So I already know that these are going down. So just keep in mind I'm in subtraction land, right? So then what do I do is, now what do I do with this 28 business? Think about what this person told me up here. What am I going to do with my 28? Am I still going to take half of it? Let's see what you guys did. What you guys do? Ooh, someone put 28 plus what? Or 18 plus what equals -10. Kind of similar thought there. This person said counting by 2s backwards. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, someone said I'm gonna have to divide by 4. Why would this person say this, divide by 4 business? Why did they say this? Why did this person say, and then I'm gonna divide by 4? Oh, because you have to divide that 28 up into 4 like steps. Like here, I had to divide the 6 up into 2 steps because that's how many steps I was going. So here I have to divide that 28 by 4. All right, so 28 divided by 4 is 7. If you also notice, if this should be reminiscent of something that you've been comfortable doing, hint, since like maybe 7th and 8th grade. Okay. So here, so now I divvied up the 28 by 4 because I got to add it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? So I have to find the number that goes here and the same number that goes here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need that number 4 times, right? That's why I divided by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people are like, hey, Ms. Johnson, but you're only missing 3 numbers. Yes, but it's 4 steps, right? To get from 18 to negative 10, it took me 4 steps. To get me from the first step to the 5th step, it took me 4 steps. Does that make sense? Okay, so then you want me to subtract 7 every single time? Well, yeah, let's try it. So 18 minus 7 is 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. And negative 3 minus 7 is negative 10. I did it. Is everybody okay with this? Is everybody okay? So things that you should watch out for. Where'd that 28 come from? Where'd that 4 come from? Why are you dividing by 4? So if you understand this, you should now be able to check this one. So we're going to check this one. So let me go all the way here. I'm going to write all over that problem 4, and that's just going to be okay, right? Right? I'm going to see how far is 12 from negative 6. How far is 12 from negative 6? So go ahead and pause the video right now. I'm going to step you through this again. So pause the video right now. Tell me what number would go here, right? That's the 28 up here. And then how much are you going to divide by here? Okay, take 2 seconds to do that quick. All right. So what did you, so when you subtracted these, and you can go from right to left or left to right. I'll go the other way this time just because I did that minus that this time. So this time I'm going to this minus this. So what's negative 6 minus 12? Oh, I got negative 18. Now what do I do? What do I do with negative 18? I've got 2 people who's got it. I need more people. Those 2, I get it. You 2, I got you. I got you. Okay. Very good. I got 3 people. Please put your answer. What am I going to divide by here? Okay, in case you don't know, I will show you. Very good, very good, very good, very good. I got some people who wrote an answer and they're like, wait, no, it's this. So some people said, Ms. Johnson, this is how you figure out what you're going to divide by. So remind me, here I divided by 2 because there's 1, 2 away. To get from 1 to 3, it's 2 steps away, right? To get from 1 to 5, how many is that? From 1 to 5, how much is that? From 1 to 5, how many steps is that? Yeah, what operation are you actually using when I ask you a question like, how many to get from 1 to 5? Are you adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing? What are you doing? Yeah, you're subtracting, or you could think about it as adding to, like 1 plus 4 is 5. I get it. So from here to here, from 1 to 7, How far is that from 1 to 7? Yeah, it's 6 away. So I'm going to go with 7, take away 1 is 6. And then what do I do with these two numbers? What am I going to do with these two numbers? Yes, I'm going to divide. And I get -3, Miss Johnson. Does this look familiar to anybody? Where you subtract something and you subtract something else and then you divide. Does that look familiar? Should look very familiar. Something that you learned in 7th and 8th grade. Yes. Lucero, can you please, Nayela, can you please put that in the big chat, please? Please, 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 please. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's how you find the slope. This right here is your slope formula. Subtract your y's, subtract your x's. Wait a second. Why does that make so much sense? Oh my goodness. But Jonathan, that makes so much sense why we would be finding slope here. That makes so much sense why we would be finding slope here. Why does that make so much sense, y'all? Why does it make sense that we are yes, because that's the common difference. Exactly. Very good. Very strong work here, people. Okay, so let me continue quick. So that's 9, 6, 3, 0, -3. And it lands me at -6. Okay. You should be able to describe this, how you found this. You should be able to do this now. Okay, so here's a couple more for you to try. Complete each table using whatever method. There's a couple different methods that you can use. You don't have to use the method that I talked about. We can actually just straight off find a slope. You can actually just do this because it actually makes sense. So I'm going to pause this again and have you fill out the rest of these, okay? Okay, so this last little bit, 5, 6, and 7, and then I want to move on to the exit ticket so that you guys I can get you points for today. Okay, so look, so how would I do this? How would I do this? Tell me what math I need to do to figure this out. Nice. So someone says this, Miss Johnson here, I got you. So in class, this is you guys going up to the board, writing your answers on the board. This is just in chat. So if you don't know what we're doing, here's your help. Where the heck did this person get 86? Oh, it's right there. Wait. Where'd they get? Oh, it's right there. And you want me to subtract it? Yeah. Okay, so wait, 86 minus 50 is 36. I got 36. So let's write 36 right on top of here. Right? Right? That's okay if we're wrong. Okay, and then we're gonna count how many spaces. How many spaces is that? Yeah, it's 3. So we divide by 3, which equals to 12. That's right. That's right. They just got too excited about writing the answer, right? So then we got 12. So then you want me to add 12 each time, Ms. Johnson? Yeah. So 62, 74. Yep, lands me at 86. Yeah. I figured. No, you're good. So go ahead and finish the rest of these. And I hope that makes sense. Let me show you just using the slope formula. If you were to use the slope formula looks like this. It's y minus y So I'm going to go with 10 minus 40 divided by 6 minus 1. So what is that? Negative 30 divided by negative 5, which is just 6. So Ms. Johnson, you want me to add 6? No, because, right? Oops, that's a positive 5. So that's negative 6. So even if I made that mistake, notice here we're going down, it's decreasing. So I'm subtracting 6 every time. So I got 34, 28, 22, 16, and 10. Excuse me. Okay, so now you know how to do this. Now do this one and make sure that it completely makes sense. Okay, let me let you go here.